Now it is useful, madam.
Yes, sir.
Next, it is moving. 1 minute. Moving.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So good afternoon to all professionals. I am Dr. P. Sivarama Prasad. I am former Assistant General Manager from State Bank of India, that is India's largest bank, and I worked in Stress Resource Resolution branch of State Bank of India. And thanks to ICSI IIP for giving me an opportunity to discuss about the planning and time management of CIR. Even though we are going to discuss the planning and time management, we have delayed by 8 minutes or so. For that, sorry for the inconvenience. Planning and time management is important not only in the profession or service, even in personal life also. Once the planning and time management is there, definitely we will be a successful person in personal life also. Whatever the things are to be done today, that is to be completed today, if possible, yesterday itself, so that you are free of mind. Once the free of mind is there, then lot of energy to complete the balance work or remaining things. That's why the principles of management, the planning and time management chapters, and the top eminent personalities also they are discussing about the planning and time management. The planning and time management in IBC, particularly in CIRP process, is also very much required. Without the planning and timely completion of activities are not happened, then the CIRP process definitely it will be delayed. Not only delay, once the delay is there, it not only depreciates the value of the corporate data, and not only that one, the IBBA also from time to time they are imposing some penalties on account of a delay in compliances. Today, some of the people they are not aware of what is the total process of CIR. End to end, whatever 182 days, that is called, in my personal opinion, it is called event management. The CIRP is an event management. All the events in a structure, in a plan, within the time schedules, we have to complete. Once we have completed that one, all the stakeholders in the system, particularly the CIRP system, felt very happy. Whether it is an operational creator, or the financial creator, or the corporate data, or whoever is there, all feels happy. Once planning is there, time management is there. Some of the people, they don't know about the total process. And the total process, if at all I am not aware, even time management planning is not possible. The total event, what are the sub events? If I know completely within 182 days, what is to be done by me, what are the various activities, what are the timelines that are provided by IBBI, all these things I have to. For that, managerial skills are required. For that, decision making process is required. For that, timely action is required. For that, all whatever the managerial skills that are defined in the principles of management, all are is required. Some of the people, they are a successful IPs and on account of the planning and time management. And once it is completely completed that task or event within before 180 days, then automatically the financial creditors, particularly the corporate committee of creditors, they felt very happy and your image will increase like anything. Once the image in the market is increased, I need not give any advertisement for my profession. The profession will automatically, the clients will come. The clients means the financial creditors. Definitely they will like you. Even in State Bank of India, where earlier I worked, whenever the legal experts are there, that is the lay advocates, once they are completing that, whatever the case given by the bank, whether it is a DRT or other cases, if they timely completed, voluntarily we used to give more number of cases to that legal expertise. Some people, this is not only depends upon, okay, it is depends upon so many factors. Some of the factors are not within his hand, but some of the areas are also there within his hands. That is to be completed. And from his side, whatever events are there, whatever the process are there, whatever the activities are there, all are to be completed. Honestly speaking, I am following the planning and time management from my childhood onwards. Whether it is my official work, earlier I worked in State Bank of India, planning and time management. By 6 o'clock, I completed my official work. After that, I allotted my time to my personal work, that is family things. If at all I concentrated more on personal and less on official, then automatically it gives some inconvenience to me. At the same time, the reverse also. So that's why the time management, 24 hours, that is given by the God, is sufficient to handle the things. And here, whenever you are doing the time management and planning, delegation is very, very important. Don't be all are centralized based on the skills, based on the qualities, based on the knowledge. You have to delegate your work. Some of the persons, particularly the professions, they don't want to delegate. Once a delegation of powers is not there. But here, I'm not asking you to delegate the financial powers, the operational work. Even if at all you want to do all the things by you, time may not be sufficient. You have to delegate. Delegate, but at the same time, control that activity. Simply delegation is not required and they're not sufficient. You have to control the activities, whether that a person who I am delegated, whether he is executing the things or not, that is to be verified by. That's why in planning and time management of CIRP, the delegation is also very important. Next one is decision making. What is meant by decision making? Choosing the best among the alternatives are called decision making. If it is I am not taken a decision making, then I am not fit in that particular assignment. Delegation is very, very important. Decision making is also very important. Choosing the best among alternatives. That is called a decision making. Even sometimes, because simultaneously I'm giving the practical experience of mine sharing with you, because this is not a rules or regulations or the judicial pronouncement. I'm not discussing. Take for example decision making. If at all I delayed the decision, then problems will arise. I have to face the challenges. Timely decision. Suppose I take for example earlier, I'm the AGM of the bank. Whenever any person brought the credit proposal, immediately I will verify and I will give that proposal to him, because my decision is either to sanction or not to sanction. If at all I delegated, I have simply you come after the 2 hours or 3 hours, then that is not correct. Instinct, because we are knowledgeable person. These are not a technical one. If at all any legal complications are there, then get the opinion of the expert legal advisor and dispose of that one. Otherwise, once the workload is pile up, cumulative, then it is very difficult to handle all the tasks. Each and every task to be completed at the earliest, if possible, on real-time basis. Today, technology support is there. All are there. So that's why don't delay the decision making. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after 1 week, after 1 month, after 2 months, all these things, it should not be reflected in your dictionary. Instant action. Instant action. Advertisement, public announcement we are going to give. All the paper the agents are available. Immediately dispose that activity and then jump into the next activity. Otherwise, if you do they keep it this one, other areas are all are pending. Means at one particular point, it is very difficult for you to handle that one. As and when one activity is there, dispose, go to the next. Today, most of the managerial persons or professions, they are handling multitasking. Today, multitasking is required. After this one, earlier in computers also, real time is there, batch processing is there. Batch processing means after completion of that one, the next file only it will take computer. No, real time. So that is possible. It is a not impossible thing, because all are the activities are not a critical one. Here also, ABC analysis is to be required. Always better control. A activity, B activities, C activities. If at all you delay the C activities, no problem, nothing will happen. But A activities, top priority, that is important and vital activities, that is to be completed at the earliest, if possible, instantly, or if possible, on real-time basis. If the next B activity and the least C activity. So the ABC analysis is also to be followed. Now I will discuss about the planning and time management. What are the managerial skills? Communication. Communication is very, very important. Some of the people, I am liking the people also. Communication. Immediately, anything asked, immediately they will call the people and complete the task. Second time, that issue will not come to his desk. The communication, fast communication is required. Planning and time management, it is consists of decision making, delegation, time management, all particularly the communication, all these things are there. That is called managerial skills. Even big projects. CIRP is also project. CIRP is also a project. Even though it is a corporate insolvency resolution process, it is a project. The project timeline is 180 days only. Don't think about the 90 days extra or 30 days or another 60 days extra. So 330 days is an exceptional circumstance. But if at all you ask me, the CIRP is within 180 days only. But here, the fast track is also there, 90 days. Whenever the time schedules are there, the time schedules while designing or defining by the law experts based on the time and motion study. That's why in principles of management, scientific management is there. F.W. Tyler, it is a scientific management. In the scientific management also, what are the areas? Suppose I have defined some standards or benchmarks in the particularly scientific management, the F.W. Tyler. So in the factory premises, he take the video, how the worker, what are the various moments he is completed the task, and whatever unnecessary moments are there after the video observed by the management experts, they will define this is unnecessary moment, this is unnecessary moment. Suppose frequently the worker is going to the water tap to take the water. We don't know if at all he is going 3 times, going and come back to that particular workstation. It losses to the company to the tune of 60 minutes. They don't want. They will purchase a water bottle and put it in the worker's place. So that unnecessary moments, all these things are management. Today also, even though it is a CIRP, it is a time management and planning. Whatever the best practices that are adopted in the management, that we have to study. Sir, madam, good afternoon to all. First of all, wish you all the best in your IP profession. Model timelines for CIRP, that is defined by IBBA only, not by me. This is completed, this is to be completed, this is to be completed, like that. If you see the model line, particularly in the CIRP, that is in regulation, at the end of the regulation, before the formats, the model line timelines are defined by IBPA. This following table, particularly, I am going to discuss. Model timelines of CIRP process or assumption that interim resolution is appointed on the day of commencement of the process and the time available is only 180 days. It is not 270. 90 days is subject to judiciary authorities approval, not within our hands. Not within our hands. But if at all anybody asks, I will tell only 180. 180. But 180 is the upper cap. That is a maximum period. But if at all I completed within 90 days, small cases are there. Why should I drag on up to 180 days? But my feedback, some people, particularly when I visited to NCLT Hyderabad, the adjudicating authority are so angry with one IP. Why you are delayed? That is a simple task. Why you are taking time? Are you favoring to take a monthly the whatever the fees is there? Are you aiming for that? Then that should not, that type of words, we should not listen. Some of the adjudicating authorities straight away they are talking. Your objective, it appears to be that monthly, if at all delayed, I will get the whatever the fees is there for 6 months. No, we should not invite that type of critic, particularly from the adjudicating authority. Complete. Automatically, it will increase your goodwill. It will increase the image of you, particularly from the financial creator point of view. What is the object of the financial creator? To recover or to resolve, not recovery, resolution at the earliest. CIRP is only for resolution, recovery at the remote case. So that's why we have to complete at the earliest. The maximum period is 118, 90 days. Okay, it may not be possible in most of the cases, but in some cases it is possible. That's why we have to follow the timelines. Particularly if your commencement as CARPT, that is a starting point, public announcement at T+3 within 3 days. Why T+3, sir? Why not a T+1? So that I will gain 2 days. Public announcement, but that is a upper limit. T+3 within, they don't tell about on third day, within 3 days. Had I been in that position, particularly in IRP position, once I acknowledged the order at NCLT, immediately I will telephone the particular the newspaper agents. Please come to my office. Within 2 hours, I am at my office, like that. Then automatically the task will complete. And submission of claims within 14 days. Okay, sir. 14 days is the upper limit. For 14 days, that window means not, I am talking about the technology. So I have to wait for 14 days, correct? Whenever I am receiving, suppose to take for example, today what is happening in airlines, if at all seats are filled, even 5 minutes before or 2 minutes before, subject to air traffic control, ATC, they are starting the flight. They don't wait on that dot time. Claims. Only 4 claims are there as per financial statements. What is the problem for me to complete that one? Even voluntarily, proactively, we have to get the claims from the prospective operational creditor or the financial creditor. And 90 days, sir. Those who are not filed up to, the window will be opened for 90 days. Once within 14 days, if at all I collected all the claims, that event, particularly up to 90th day, that situation will not arise. That activity, I can close it. It is a simple, it is very easy to tell, but at the same time, I have to grip on the financial statement also. I have to grip on that particular the books or accounts of the corporate data. Once I know, suppose in certain cases there is no operational creditor, only financial creditor is there, or 3 financial creditor, 1 submitted, and 2 or 1 submitted means at the time of filing the application, 1 submitted. And two, I have to proactively contact and ask them to file the claim, verification of claims within 7 days from the date of receipt of the claim. Sir, today I have received 2 claims and I don't have the work. What is the problem to verify that one immediately and close that issue, admitted, not admitted, or if at all any shortfall is there, write it and send it to the operational creditor. Once it is closed, after that I have to open. That is not correct. That's why in project planning and control, PERT, 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 Program Evaluation Review Technique, and the critical path method, CPM, is there. Even building a construction also. Once all flows are connected, then they will come down and they will start the electrical work. No. Simultaneously, one floor is over, they will complete the electrical work and sanitary work and other painting works. They don't wait up to reaching the 30th floor or 20th floor like that. So that's why. Why should I wait for 7 days? Why not on the same day itself and close the issue? Thereby, whatever the other important and critical activities are there, you are having plenty of time. Verification of claims received under, if at all any late is there, for that also 7 days, T plus 97. Application for appointment of authorized representative within 2 days from the verification of claims under received. Once I have completed the verification of claims as per the books, only 2-3 financial creditors is there. I need not wait up to the 20th, third day. If at all operate the authorized representative for bonds or debentures or any fixed deposit or any authorized representative is there, why should I wait? And report of certifying constitution of COC at the earliest. If at all, as per the financial statement, I know only 2 financial criteria are there. What is the problem in forming the committee of creditors? I need not wait. So once I delayed that one, then in that particular total system, all will be delayed. But the time management and planning is very, very important. It gives good results. It improves your image. It improves your goodwill. And you will become the expert. But here, all the timelines, it should be lingering in your mind. What is the next? What is the next? What is the next? Daily, not a daily, even hourly basis. What is my next activity? Next activity. Life is not only CIRP. Your personal life is also there. You have to balance those, the professional life as well as the personal life. Then interest will be created. Then automatically challenging task will also be easy to handle. As an experienced person, I am disseminating this information. First meeting of COC. Within 7 days of filing report of certifying the constitution of the COC, but within 5 days notice. Whatever the report submitted, sir, here, even though the timelines are there, suppose only one financial creditor, sir, that 180 days is not required, sir. Immediately, one by one, I have to complete it. Then I am free of mind. Once the human beings are free of mind is there, the thought processing will increase and the planning strengthened and the quality of performing the work will also increase. Sir, here the time management planning is, it depends upon the individual, sir, madam. Resolution to appoint the resolution professional by the COC. In the first meeting of the COC, on the first day agenda, whether they are continuing that IRP as RP or replacing the IRP with another RP to be decided. We don't do it. Some other people, what they are doing, sir, once the IRP is changed and the RP, new RP comes, the IRP is somewhat demotivated and he is giving some delay in handing over the process. Sir, this is not a professional ethics. This is not a professional ethics. Once happily you can hand over and you will get, you can search or you can scan what are the other cases. Immediately you inform to the NCLT. I completely hand it over. Appointment of RP on approval of adjudicating authority. Even here, sir, that is a role of adjudicating authority. Sir, sometimes we have to pursue the matter with the office of the registrar. Sir, this file to be moved fast. This is a priority. The proactive approach is very much required, sir. Proactive approaches. Sir, once all these things are there, the profession is happy, sir. So time management and planning is very, 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 very important, sir. Because CIRP is a project, sir. And IRP performs the function of RP till the RP is appointed. If RP is not appointed on 40th day, start the process as if you are the RP. Don't wait. You are the RP. Okay, COC need not approve. Once they have not approved, that is automatic, the straight through process. 40th day, appoint valuer. Here also, why should we break our head, particularly in appointment? Suppose everybody is having a list of valuers. List of valuers. A list of valuers, if at all it is available, and who is the best, who is the worst, that is known to you. And who will give the reasonable amount? Who will stick on the particular time schedule? And who is giving accurate valuation? Once you know about that particular person, why can't you give that hand over that one immediately? For this, we should not break our head. Because every RP should maintain the list. Suppose take, for example, in bank also, valuers are there. Once case is there, immediately on the day, the credit officer will, okay, Mr. Subbarao or Mr. Venkatrao, Mr. Gopal Rao, he is the best person for this planted machinery or landed buildings or others. Once it is readily available, sir, before that also, sir, before that, based on the type of the particular the CIRP, whether it is a small or MSME or large corporate or big corporate, your list should also be bifurcated into big cases, values this person, small cases, this is a correct person, he is giving, that is need not be at the time of CIRP, sir. These are the ready-made lists are available, should be available with you. So the appointment of valuer within 7 days of the RP. Why 7 days? Why not the 40th day? Why not on 40th day? Why should I wait for 7 days extra? This is a large corporate. This is a large corporate. For large corporate, B and company values, they are most suitable. That is, list is available with you. You are the authority and get the permission from the COC. Not later than 40th, 70th day of the commencement. Sir, sometimes, if at all 2 or 3 financial creditors are there, immediately issue the whatever the meetings, call for meeting, and send the whatever the agenda is there, and complete that one. The minutes also. Why 24 hours, sir? Why 24 hours or 48 hours? Within 24 hours, across the table, I can give that minutes. Today, technology support, tabs are there, laptops are there, and for this, I need not write a paragraph, pages. Small activity. Decisions are also simple. And the matter is the 1 or 2 sentences, at the most 5 sentences. While discussion also, some of the people are typing. Once you type, take the printout and get the signature and hand over the same. Why should I wait? Submission of withdrawal application admitted before issue of expression of interest. Withdrawals. Okay. Before issue of expression of interest. The expression of interest also, once the earlier activities are completed, the next activity. That's why in a CIRP process, everybody should have the flow chart. The flow chart. Submission of the application to withdrawal before issue of expression of interest. COC to dispose the application within 7 days of this receipt or 7 days of the constitution of CIVAs, whichever is later. So whatever the dates, whatever the timelines that are defined by the regulator IBPA, that is upper UPP or upper caps. It doesn't mean that you should not complete within before that. And the filing of application. Suppose I take for examples as one example, because time management and planning is science as well as art. It is science as well as art. Yesterday I have prepared this PPT. And today anyhow I am going to give the lecture. Before starting the lecture, Madam asked me 5 minutes, Mr. Prasad, you please wait 5 minutes, other will come. I told the madam as well, this the topic is planning and time management. I should not delay like that. Indirectly I told. In the meantime, 5 minutes time is there. Immediately I typed and sent this PPT to madam also. Why should I delay? After completion of this class, then I wait. Why? Because I sit idle. So this is that's why it is an art as well as science. Art as well as science. Next, finding of the application withdrawal if approved by the COC 90 within 3 days. If only one financial creditor is there. Some of the steps we can skip it off. And RP to form the opinion of the preferential underwriter. Sir, once the time is available, in the meantime, being a resolution professional, have a look about the financial statements. Suppose I take for example, last year, the 3 years of balance sheet you take it. Plant and machinery. 3 years plant and machinery. Okay. First year 50 crores, second year 50 crores, third year 20 crores are there. Immediately there is some issue may be there. Why it is decreased from 50 to 20 crores? Immediately, why that plant and machinery decreased? Take the plant and machinery, whether the 30 crores worth of plant and machinery is scrapped or outdated or redundant or sold, you verify. If there is no entry, or if sale proceeds are not forthcoming, then suspicious transaction will be there. Once a suspicious transaction is there, then you can directly apply to the adjudicating authority. You form an opinion. Sir, this 30-50 is there, sir. After that 50 is there, sir. Last year, before CIRP, 30 crores worth plant and machinery is disappeared, sir. But a book of entries are not there. That's why the transaction audit or forensic audit is inevitable. You have to give one or two the issues while getting the permission from the adjudicating authority. RP to make the determination of the preferential or other transaction within 115 days. RP file an application. Sir, once the activity or event was completed, complete that particular the whatever the information to be they supply to the adjudicating authority. Whatever the compliance is said, need not wait up to last date. If at all I am waiting at that time, if at all I am busy, and if at all I am forgotten, then automatically, if that event is missing for compliance, then automatically I am facing the problem of penalties or non-performance. Before all these things, make a daily list. Today, what is to be completed? Jot down on a book. And if events are completed, strike it off. And if any events are left over, carry forward the next page, next day's page. Take one paper and jot down on the paper whatever today's the events are to be completed or things are to be completed today. Sir, this is a planning and time management. Here, in particular, any books, this is not for CIRP, this is to be done, this is to be done. You have to take the book, event book and jot down. Never. This. It is the professional skills, the managerial skills. Submission of information memorandum. Sir, once the valuation reports are raised and the company is a simple one, start with the information memorandum. When the company is established, what is the certificate of commencement, how many directors initially it is there, what is the type of activity, how long the company is running, and at what intervals they have taken the loan, what is the present value of all assets, and when it was defaulted, who filed the application, whether the technology is the latest one or outdated or redundant, and what is the value, what is the prospectus, whether the product is a unique product or like that, you have to give your opinion about the company profile. That is a biodata. This information memorandum is a marketing brochure to invite, to attract the prospective resolution applicant. All matters. That's why for preparation of information memoranda, one more is also available for your support. If you ask the financial creator, at the time of appraisal of the loan, first they will prepare the information memorandum. That is not information memorandum about the corporate debtor. The bankers will prepare before giving the loan. Take that Xerox copy. Because he is a financial creditor, that too he is a COC member, definitely 100% he will provide. For that, you need not ask any adjudicating authority permission. He is a COC member. He is asking that too it is a benefit for a financial creditor only. That too it is a public information. And whatever the information, you cross-check that one with the help of books. And submission of expression of interest. No, the publication Form G. The Form G to be published. Invitation for expression of interest. And the submission of expression of interest. You have to give the time. And the provision list of the resolution applicants by RP. Sir, here also, I need not wait up to last date. One by one. Last day of the receipt, within 10 days from the last day of the receipt. And immediately you can dispose it off. Even evaluation matrix also, it is very easy. That is not a complicated one. Because that matrix are given and the points are also given. If only one evaluation, the resolution application applicant filed, you need not to prepare the evaluation matrix also. Evaluation matrix means, so if more than one is there, then only the evaluation matrix come into the picture. The provision list. Actually here, 29A, you are verifying. 29A, if you are verifying the 29A, particularly the directors, whether the defaulters or not. For here, if you use D and B report, Dun and Bradstreet report, whenever we are giving loans banks, we are obtaining Dun and Bradstreet report of the company as well as the directors also. They will charge it 10,000 along with the CIBIL. Along with the CIBIL should file whatever the information that is published in newspaper, they will give this much punch. But this is a subject to approval of the COC only, not on our own, because it is the expenditure item, na? Subject to approval. So, if you take the Dun & Bradstreet report, it is very easy, because otherwise, as a layman, particularly 29A, how to verify CIBIL reports are to be verified. Today, daily so many emails are coming. Sir, we will provide this information, that information, 29A verification like that. Whether they are having that much capacity or not, we don't know. But if you provide the Dun & Bradstreet, that is a international organization, that too financial, the financial sector, they are using that system for the last 50 years. That too, not lakhs of rupees, only 10,000. Even if at all you are going to give any other person the credentials of the mails, we don't know how we will give. If at all any wrong, this one is there, then it is a trouble for me as an RP. The provisional list of RP, submission of objections in the provision list. Particularly whenever I am filtering, this person, director, is a disqualified under so-and-so section of so-and-so, and whatever the proofs are there, type it and close that file. For that, I am need not they prepare the evaluation matrix. Because that person is himself is not eligible. Why should I prepare evaluation matrix for the same? Next, you take a CIBIL report. Today's CIBIL report is very easy. If you pay small amount, then automatically CIBIL will provide. If at all they are defaulted with other bank, close that file, that resolution applicant file, he is not eligible. So filter that one, whatever the fair, unfair, whatever the best one is there, then for those best one, you prepare the evaluation matrix. Final list of resolution applicants by the RP and the issue of request for resolution plan, including evaluation matrix and information. For those filtered people, we have to give that evaluation matrix. Whatever the evaluation matrix prepared by them, that is not authenticated one, we have to verify that one. But we have given the broad criteria, the marks criteria. It doesn't mean that A1 will get that bid or the resolution plan like that. It depends upon the COC commercial wisdom. It depends upon the COC's commercial wisdom. And issue of request for resolution plan, including evaluation matrix. Okay, that is time schedule. Receipt of resolution plans, at least 30 days from the issue of request for resolution plan. But the information to be disseminated to the reputed papers, highly circulated papers, then a message will reach. Otherwise, if at all you are not getting any resolution plan, then the second stage, stage 2, liquidation only. Submission of COC approved resolution plan. So the total is 180 days. It doesn't mean the 180. In that 180, I am always following the fast track 90 days. There also time schedule is same. Once the event is over, next event, next event, next event, next event, next event. If I am always thinking about what is the next event, because the CIRP is a event management. Even though it is a corporate insolvency resolution process, the total project, that is a CIRP project, to be completed before 180 days with the accuracy, correctly, no mistakes, and nobody should criticize, nobody should allow them to complain. It depends upon the manager skills, etc. Now, even though we are talking about all these things, practical issues and challenges, definitely it is there. Even CIRP, it is very easy for me to tell. But Prasad, Mr. Prasad, you are telling so many things, but in the real sense, correct, sir? 100% I am agree for that. I agreed for that. But at the same time, when I am verifying some people, they are not following the timelines. They are take it easy type. Take it easy type. That should not happen. And some of the people, the total events, whatever the just 180 days events I told about events, some of the people, they don't know about the time schedules. For examination, okay. The practical issues and challenges. What are the practical issues and challenges? Initial expenditure and costs. Sir, being in profession, get that information beforehand. Suppose if at all your colleagues are there, but how to get the interim finance not exceeding 10% of the total claims? If at all unencumbered securities are there, that the IRP or RP can mortgage to the bank and get the amount subject to approval of the COC. Which banks they are giving? Or which NBFCs are given? What type of rate of interest they are charging? Who is the credit person or the customer relationship officer of that particular bank? His cell number, his email address. Some of the people, what they are doing means once the need is arised, then only they are searching and it will take a lot of time. Because here you have to get that information ahead and the information to be recorded in your books or registered or system. Lack of support and cooperation from officials and employees and promoters. If at all you are not talking, if at all you are not interacting with the company's staff, then lot of delay, lot of complaints, then it is very difficult for you to complete that task. That's why some of the IPs, IRPs, I am observing. Whenever they are taking over that particular assignment, they will call all the staff members and he will apprise, sir, I am so and so, with your support only, I'm taking up this CIRP process. Why the CIRP arise? You have to highlight. This corporate data has taken a loan from so and so, and it defaulted. That's why they have submitted that one, or operation creditor, whatever, RCD section 10. Once the communication gaps are there, definitely it is very difficult to complete the CIRP process as per the time schedule. And once the communication is not there, it is very difficult for planning also. Some of the people directly they are going into the room and they are sitting in the room and they are interacting with some people and leave it to the staff. Even up to last person of the particular organization, they will assemble in one place. You address them, whether he is a sweeper or messenger, whoever is there, in local language, you disseminate that information, then see the result. The cooperation. If a lack of cooperation is there, things will not move. Then delay will happen. Once the cooperation is not there, you have to get you have to inform to the adjudicating authority for action. All these things to over. In fact, the situation should not arise. What is a proactive approach? Proactive approach is how to give that information upfront. Challenges in getting the information for bank accounts, non-availability of book registers, the passwords of IT systems, where the financial information is stored. Sir, the commercial organization, where they are keeping the books. First of all, whenever I am handling that case, first I will ask the key managerial persons, if at all is there, I will ask them to come to my room. I will interact with him. Immediately, my first focus should be on a systems administrator who is handling the systems of the company. Today, the registers, the books are not available. All the particular financial information is on the RAM, random access memory of the computers. So first I will ask the IT, how many nodes are there? What is the passwords you have given? What is the user ID? First you ask them to disable that one. How many user ID? You ask them to show the in the systems menu also how many user IDs are created. Disable that one. Otherwise, during CIRP, there is a possibility and a probability that data may be erased. That data may be erased. So, challenge in getting information. Today, you need not ask some other companies, their specific business application programs are there for salaries program application is there or particularly Tally or ERP, all are available. That's why my target is whenever I am interacting, I ask the key managerial person whether it is a CEO or CCO or any the CFO. First, call the IT person. Below, come, and I will ask the IT person and show me the system, the system's administrator menu. How many users are created by the company? And take the printout and disable that one. The user ID and the passwords. Why? Because a lot of manipulations may happen. Even though we are talking from the CIRP commencement date, all transactions are to be authorized by the IRP, RRP. Challenges in convincing the utility services and provide services. Whoever is supplying electricity, the CFO, how many electricity bills are paid? How many are defaulted? Water systems or Wi-Fi system? Whatever essentials that are defined in IBC, first you focus on that one. Otherwise, in the meantime, if they disconnected, again restoration is very, very difficult. Here the planning is required. Because once you know about the company's activity and important functions, otherwise, if at all I come back to my home next day, sir, no electricity, no water system. Again, you have to enclose, you have to send one letter by enclosing the order of NCLT, and if they are not understand that CIRP or IBC, then again you have to visit. All these things are a time-taking process and kills your time, valuable time. Immediately CFO, you call the CFO. Sir, please intimate to electricity board who are supplying the electricity, water board who is supplying the water, and Airtel or any broadband is there. Because these are the essentials. Challenges and convincing. To avoid that one, and again, 3 people endorse whatever the essentials are there, endorse that job, and immediately after the meeting, go there and take they print the order of NCLT and don't disconnect, even though we are not paid the rear bill. Whatever the current bills are there through CIRP process, we will pay. Challenges in getting required information of various assets. First of all, whenever you are intimated that you are going to handle that particular company CIRP, normally the NCLT authorities, adjudicating authorities, they will inform 1 week advance. Mr. Prasad, we are proposed to give some in the case to you. Are you ready to handle like that? They tentatively inform over phone to my mobile. Okay, sir. Definitely, I will handle that case. Means your concurrence they will take. From that day onwards, you collect that information. If at all MCA 21 ROC website is there, go through that particular, download that balance sheets, study the balance sheet, latest balance sheet. This is called the planning. This is called the time management. Once the order received, straight away, whenever I am going, first of all, I have to go to the banks only to stop the operations. To stop the operations. Suppose the current account is there, working capital loans are there, or any bills discounting, all loans. You go to the branch manager, show the order, and cancel the earlier whatever the signatory authorities are there, replace it with your authority. That is the first and foremost. Otherwise, in the meantime, they will issue the checks. It will be paid in clearing. Then take back that this one is very, very difficult. So here also, the planning is very much. So required information by various assets. Whenever you are asking, particularly, okay, the IT person came. My focus is on assets side. My focus later on is liability side. My focus on asset side means whenever I am asking the IT person to disable the passwords, I will ask the total, particularly assets. What is the cash balance? What is the bank balance? All these things, the detailed annexes, printouts are required. That is the base document for you. If at all he has taken buildings, the buildings register, the register, in the register, which building and when it was purchased or constructed, all the plant and machinery stock, all are available as per latest balance sheet. I have to take down, I have to jot down, I have to verify that one. That is a base document. And once the assets, they have no, after one by one, I am going. In the meantime, if at all any assets are disappeared, then I have to make a complaint to the adjudicating authority after informing to the COC also. So that's why the IT person today, why IT person means in most of the organizations, the technology is one of the important area. So the required information of assets and the area where it is located. Okay, one land is there, land in Shamshabad, the land in Balanagar, land in. So the full details are available. Earlier, the physical registers are available. Now the physical registers are replaced with the digital registers. So that is the base document. What my concern is, sir, I should aware of all these things about the company, about the directors, about the assets, about the particular this one, the liabilities, about the bankers, about the suppliers, and as if because I am the CEO of the company, CEO of the defunct company. So the required information, various assets and areas. Communication alter, new stakeholders. Whatever the communication. Once you reported without any meeting, communication gaps will be more. You assemble all the people. You are the stakeholders. It is a primary responsibility of mine, IRP. I have to inform to you. The company, they have defaulted with a so-and-so financial institution. That's why they have filed with NCLT. The NCLT admitted and they have appointed me. So whatever your issues are there, create email and send the email. Or if at all any serious issues are there, you please come to my desk. If that communication percolated up to the last person of the organization, then there is no communication halt. There is no communication halt. Last person means either sweeper or the messenger or the subordinate, whoever is there. That is called the planning. Once a communication halt is happened, then how he will handle? Registers, I don't know, sir. Stock very available, I don't know, sir. Next, which banks the company is having accounts? I don't know, sir. That type of responses will come from the staff members. That's why you have to disseminate that information properly. That to day one only. One of our friend, NCL, Nagarjuna company, group of companies, their fertilizer wing is there in Kakinada. Once he reported at the registered office, he called all the people in the administrative office and they disseminated that information. At the same time, he informed to the production department head also, please pass on the message to the production department located at Kakinada. That is required. Communication is a lifeline of the organization. The communication is a lifeline of the organization. If at all communication is not there, the communication is a lifeline of the organization. If a communication is blocked, things will not move. So the communication IP is not to all the stakeholders of the IP is new to all stakeholders. Manpower attrition rate and resignation. You have to give the confidence. Otherwise, everybody will resign. Anyhow, the company is in CIRP. Though there is no future prospects in this company, then I will set, and there are some other people, they are already in pipeline search and they will resign and go back. Once all people are go back, how you will get the information? Who will provide the information? For the last 10 years, that man is there in the company, and if that man is resigned and go back to the other company, then communication. Who will provide the communication? So you have to give the confidence level. Whatever your salaries monthly during the CIRP, we will pay. Whatever the arrears are there, that arrears we will pay once the company is handed over to others. As for the waterfall mechanism, don't worry. I'm here for continue the company as a going concern. I'm here to continue the company as a going concern. If at all you are not given the confidence levels, they will be demotivated, they will resign, and once all people are resigned, you only sit in the company premises. How the company will continue as a going concern? Even though in the Every circular, the regulatory, all the company should be going concern. Going concern means if attrition rate and resignations are more, how the company will continue as a going concern? If at all you are recruited new people, the learning curve of the new people, because they have to search, they have to get the information, then only they will start. But nobody is there. That's why the attrition rate, the resignations have to be stopped. Once the attrition rate and resignation not stopped, definitely it is very difficult for the company to continue as a going concern. To continue as a going concern. That's right. The initial speech given by you, that is a plan. You have to plan it. Simply order is taken and go to the company and no, that is first. This is in the event. All these are not defined any place. But over a period of time, those who are handling the big companies, whatever they experience, they will share it to others. Absence of key managerial person. By the time you reach it to the company, the key managerial persons are already left in every company. Once the key managerial person is resigned, the next person knows about the total end to end of the particular company's affairs, financial affairs, whether CCO or CFO or any other person, production or marketing or HR or operations. The next person, because the organization is a hierarchy, one person is left, the organization is a continuous organization. One person is left means organization doors will not be closed or shut down. The next person, suppose in a branch manager is not there, the next accountant is the incumbent in the place of branch manager. If regional manager is not there, next senior person will occupy the regional manager. Every organization, this is a practice. If don't be demotivated. CFO is not there, marketing head is not there, HR is not there, that person is not there. How to continue the company as a going concern? That type of a question mark should not arise in our mind. The next person who is frequently interacting, he is the witness. He is the witness how the boss is working. Suppose CFO is not there, the next CFO key person, definitely he will continue. Why? Because once the CFO left, then definitely he will get that position. That type of definitely he knows about the end A to Z of the total process. How the bills, how the funds are received, and what are the activity, all these things he knows. The next person. All claimants may not submit following files. Here also, the management is required. Not submitted means we should not sit. No, today, 30th day, nobody does for like that. I should not wait. How many claims claimants are eligible? Particularly, I will go through the register. Particularly the computer system, I will ask the systems administrator, take the printout of a list of creditors that is available in the system. Take the printout. Out of the creditors, how many filed, how many yet to be filed, the details are also available in the system. And proactively, I have to send mail to them. This company is under CIRP. If at all claims are there, with the proofs and all these things, you submit. proactive approach. Otherwise, some other people, if they have not submitted, again, that is a problem. 90 days time they have to allow. Sir, here the proactive is required. Proactive, when it will happen? Once you know the total process. Total process means the CIRP process, the organization structure, and the challenges in verification of clients. This is not a challenge. In the company, invoice is there. Whenever they are sending, whenever they are purchasing any goods, invoice number is there. Goods received a notice there. It is they entered in the store's ledger, and the security at the main gate, inward and outward goods, that register is available. And once any claims submitted by the claimants without any proofs, you ask them, resubmit the claim with the proofs, whatever the proofs are there. Suppose that, for example, one creditor, particularly operational creditor, he submitted 1 crore, I have supplied raw material 1 crore, but he has not enclosed invoice. The duplicate invoice are available with them, or transport. Once the goods are sending to the company, he will take the services of lorry transport or railway receipt, or if at all it is coming by ship, the bill of lading, or if at all they sent by air, the airway bill of lading, all are proofs. All our Xerox copies are available. Second one is whenever these persons are buying the goods on credit, the bill of exchange is that is trade document. Trade document. All these things. All claimants not submitted, file the claims. Here also, the planning is required. The proactive approach is required. Once the dump is there, after the dump, once whatever the claims received, file it means every day, if at all you are receiving it too, if you verify the two, at the end, the job will be simplified. Challenges in verification of claims. The right person for verification of the claims is the production department, store department, as well as finance department. Then if at all today I received 10, I will ask I will verify, first I will verify, and whatever the proofs are there that enclosed, then I will ask the CFO to confirm whether all proofs are correct, and if this entry is available in the books, please mention the date correctly and confirm that that is the claim received is perfect or not. If it all is authenticated, then I need not write anything to the operational creditor. Then I will file it. Challenges in verification of claims. It is not a challenge. Once the proactive approach is there, it is not a challenge. That's why the planning is very much required. Absence of secretarial service. The secretarial service. Suppose some of the IPs they are facing the secretary for typing, for contacting the people, or for writing the agenda or minutes or whatever, the secretary take the services. That's why in CIRP also, particularly, whatever the existing staff is there, you have to utilize the existing staff in a better possible manner. That is the guidelines. I need not engage the staff. Once the existing staff is sitting idle, I should not waste the staff. no work, no pay. One is the judicial pronouncement, no work, no pay during CIRP process. If at all excess flab is there, remove. If at all you don't have the work, remove. Thereby the CIRP cost will be minimized. The absence of secretarial service. The secretarial service, whatever it is there, if at all you required, take the services subject to approval of the COs. No problem. It doesn't mean that end to end you should not do it. You take the services on contract basis, whatever it is, as per the skill requirements, you take the service subject to approval of the COC. And the formation of COC. Whether the communication reached to the financial creditors, or if any operational creditor is there, that is, if more than the claim is more than 10% of the total claim, if any operational creditor, communicate them. Second time you inform over mail or over phone also, no problem. So here, the official, whatever the official process is there, that is to be completed. Additional process, proactive approach is there for a smooth sailing of the CIRP process. That is required. The formation of COC. If at all any COC, day one is not reported, again, okay, whatever the decision taken is correct. That is not to be reversed. But instead of that one, all the corporate data, that is erstwhile directors, you have to invite without any missing. Without missing. Otherwise, unnecessary complaints will happen. Unnecessary complaints will happen. So once all these things are happen, definitely the timelines are possible. Whether it is 180 or extension of 90 in certain cases, or in extension of another 60 in certain cases, that time schedules are is to achieve. We should not invite from the particular unnecessary comments, negative comments from the adjudicating authority. Addressing the conflict of issues with the suspended promoters. Sir, now we will break for tea for 10 minutes. After that, we will discuss some more points. Is it okay for all, sir? Madam? Is it okay? Please send a
Yes,
chart.
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sir, madam, addressing the conflicts and issues with the suspended promoters. Actually, some of the people they are thinking this is a challenge. This is a challenge. But if at all you are using the planning and management style, definitely it is not a challenge. Why? Because what the suspended directors or promoters will ask? Nothing. If at all they ask whether it is there in the CIRP process as per the regulations issued by IBBA or not. If at all that is there, suppose you take for example, if they are asked, the papers are not submitted to us, supply. And whatever the minutes are there, supply to them. That is authorized. That is authorized. And normally they don't issue, they don't ask anything beyond your total activities of the CIR. But some of the IRP or RP, they are addressing the conflict and issues with the suspended promoters. What they will ask? They will ask the communication. You have not given the notice communication. So again, you give the notice communication. This time, don't forget and get the confirmation whether he received or not. And if at all a notice is returned, then whatever the procedure is there, that to be followed. And don't think that it is a challenge. Once the planning is there, this is not. Once if at all you have not followed the guidelines, then it will become a challenge. Then automatically a lot of time will spend to resolve their issues also. Addressing the conflict issues with the operational criteria. Sir, normally one of my IP is also the operational creditors. Normally they will telephone. Sir, when you are going to settle my claims, then you have to tell clearly. This is a process. And whatever if at all you don't have time to spend with them, end of the job to others, they will disseminate. So this is a CIRP process. Once the resolution plans are accepted by the adjudicating authority, then only your claims will be settled. Till such time, it is not possible. In the meantime, if at all you supplied any stocks during CIRP, that will be paid. So that's why this is not a challenge. So here the fear psychosis. If at all I am having fear psychosis, then it is very difficult to handle CIRP process. Oh, one side corporate data, or one second side operational creditors, they are raising their demands. What demands they will raise? During CIRP, it is difficult for you to repay the amount. But that information to be informed or disseminated to them properly. And addressing the conflict issued by the suppliers of raw material during CIRP going concern. During CIRP, whatever it is there, that is to be reimbursed. One example I am quoting here. NCL, again NCL, Nagarjuna company, the group of companies, the fertilizer company located at Kakinada. Their main raw material is gas based. Okay, the gas is supplied by GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited. But the company has to pay the nearly 200 or 300 crores dues to the gas GAIL. And they are ready to stop that one, the supply of gas. Then the IRP, who is take over the particular company for CIRP process, immediately he talked with the CFO of the GAIL Gas Authority. Sir, if at all you stopped, then a restoration of the particular activity is a time consuming and a cost also. And if you supply the one, and I will request the financial creditor to supply day-to-day payments through escrow account. Then the financial, the chief financial officer, director, they agreed. And now, during the CIRP process also, the going concern. If at all they have not supplied, on day to day. This is a CIRP cost only. That is whatever the revenue I'm getting. First, I have to pay this amount only. The essentials, addressing the conflicts of union, association, workers, and employees. They're all always asking about what is my payments are, because the workers 24 months that is there in this one 12 months for employees. Okay, instead of addressing the gathering, or if at all you are going to address the gathering also, no problem. You enlighten this one to the association leaders or workers leaders or employees. 3 to 4 unions are there. You call that one and appraise the situation. This is happening. Once the resolution plan is finalized, then only the back, whatever the areas are there. In the meantime, monthly, whatever the salaries are there, that we will pay according to the. Otherwise, this is a consequence. Sir, here, transparency in your work, communication of the CIRP process, the whatever the activities are there, whatever the steps are there, communicate them properly. Or you provide one regulation of CIRP to them. This is a public document. Thereby, they will also understand what I mean is the communication is very important. If at all you have not communicated properly, they may think in a different manner. So proper communication is very, very important to all the stakeholders, including the associations or union or workers, all employees. Then the conflicts automatically it will reduce. Once the communication gaps are there, the communication blocks are there, definitely it will be a problem. Inadequate infrastructure, whatever the infrastructure that is required, you can get by getting the approval from the COC. Whatever inadequate infrastructure is there, you can get by getting the approval from the COC. That is not a problem. If a computer is not there, or table is not there, or chair is not there, or the particular communication is not there, phone is not there, or your separate room is not there. So that is not even inadequate is there. Get the things from others. That is the management side. Being a manager, particularly you are the CEO of the company, you have to get the things from others. Here, I know IBC code, I know IBBA regulations, and I know the judicial pronouncement. That is part one. Beyond part one, the managerial skills are very much required. Once the managerial skills are not there, then even though you are an expert, even though you are in a judicial pronouncement perfect in all respects, but running the company is a difficult or Herculean task. And a severe liquidity problem. Sir, once the company is having a liquidity problem only, the CIRP is initiated. If the company is not a liquidity problem or fighting with each other, CIRP is not initiated. What is the CIRP? They have not paid their dues. Why they have not paid? Severe liquidity problem. But once the severe liquidity problem is there, how many assets are there? The management is required here. How many assets of the company is there? How many are mortgaged to various loans? How many are left over, or how many are unencumbered? Those assets I have to take into consideration and get the finance, interior finance from the financial institutions. Interior finance from the financial institutions. Severe liquidity means don't be worried, because one side as per IBBA or IBC, the IRP or RP, the company should be continued as a going concern. Going concern means finance is required. Without finance, nothing will happen. And how many assets are there? Out of that assets, how many are mortgaged or particularly pledged given to the banks? Remaining unencumbered assets are there. And you are eligible today. What is happening is some of the NBFCs or some of the banks, they are ready to finance. Particularly, they know because here, even though it is a default company, even though it is a default company for a ex-financial institution, but they know whatever the loan given or interim finance given during CIRP process, that is a priority in waterfall mechanism. They will look into that aspect and they will take that asset, valuable asset. Once the valuable asset are mortgaged and the severe liquidity problem will not arise. Here, the management is very much required. Sources of finance from monthly payments to security staff, employees, and officials. What is the source? Suppose day one, the 29 days, 28 days, 27 days, 26 countdown will start. Because a month end means I have to pay to the staff members or employees or workers or security staff or some monthly payments I have to pay. But the source of finance, how the revenue is generated, that also you tick it off. That is a management. If at all you keep quiet and 30th day will come and the staff will ask, they will do dharna, all these kills your time and the mind wavering will also come. To avoid that one, what is the source of finance? So month 30th is coming, or at least I have to pay first week of next month. What is the sources? Whether I have to get the interim finance or any sales are there, any debtors, collection, whatever the debtors are there, that you ask the finance person, endorse the job to the CFO, if at all CFO is there. If no CFO is there, next person or a finance manager or accountant, you ask them to collect that one. So here the management is very, very important. If at all you are not planned on 30th, the staff will come, sir, where is your son? No income, nothing. For 30 days ahead only, you have to plan, you have to take action, etc. Otherwise, if there is no source of finance, monthly, that is fixed payments, that is to be paid. CIRP cost, advertisement, conveyance, law experts fees, various fees, all these things. You estimate, you forecast by end of this month how much. So the companies are also, they are maintaining cash budgets. What is the revenue up to this end of month? What is the expenditure up to end of this month? What is the surplus or what is the gap? If gap is there, that is overdraft we have to get. If a surplus is there, it will carry to the next month. The cash budgets are. What is the fixed payments are to be made during the by end of this month or during this month? Whether adequate source of funds are there or not. If at all advertise, suppose take for example, at the time initial advertisement, now the adjudicating authority collecting the amount from the applicant and they are giving. Even financial creditor means banks means definitely they will pay that amount. There is no question of this one. Otherwise, their process will be halt. But your convince, law experts fees or valuers fees, how much? Whenever I am talking, immediately whenever you are appointing you get the financial approvals from the COC also. Thereby, the problem will not arise. Nil resolution plan or poor quality of resolution. Here, management is required, planning is required. Suppose I take, for example, I'm going to hand over the company to the prospective resolution applicant through resolution plan. Out of the total the number of resolution plan, I have to finalize. That is the procedure, correct? But if at all I am giving advertisement in a different paper, not a low circulated paper, how this will reach to the targeted people? If at all my message is reached to the target people, resolution plans will come, or industry associations. One person, particularly pharma company, is unable to sell the property. Then I told where you are giving advertisement. He told that I'm giving publicity in the particularly All India newspaper and the regional language. No. Today, some of the newspapers, district editions are also there. Take for example in Andhra Pradesh or Tamil Nadu, Telangana, the district edition of E-Nod is there. I told about pharmaceutical industries are concentrated at one place. In that place, some district edition is available. Why can't you give in that district edition? So that most of the people, they will refer the district edition. In the district edition portion, they have given advertisement. Then number of buyers are interested to acquire or to purchase a property. But here, whatever the advertisement given, here management skills are required. Managerial, because here the no resolution plan means even today anything is possible to sell, subject to your marketing efforts. Today, whatever the marketing staff is there, even some of the marketing staff, whatever they are having, it is very easy for them to sell the property. But here, the information memoranda should be pakka, and it is a self-explanatory, no technical jargons, and whatever the SWOT analysis about the company, what are the strengths, what are the opportunities, if you highlight along with threats or SWOT, the threats also, or weaknesses you mention, then they will take a decision. Here, nil resolution is today only one point. The one example I am quoting here. Earlier, I worked in West Godavari district. I am handling rice mills. One rice mill at that time, IBCCA, all these things are not there. Even DRT is also not there. Debt Recovery Tribunal. We use it to file the cases in magistrate court or district courts only. At the most highest high court. At that time, DRT is also not there. And banks are also not that much efficiency to sell the properties of the non-performing assets. And we have given advertisement, no bidders are coming. And we are giving advertisement in the local paper, that to our particular district only. But what one person, he is a law expert, that is advocate. He purchased the bid with the lowest amount. And he given advertisement in Orissa. Actually, he purchased it for resale only, not to run the company. And he has given advertisement in Orissa. Why Orissa? At that time, Orissa government is giving for rice mill industry to encourage the rice mill. They are giving subsidies also. And he got that information. Instead of giving the advertisement in the Andhra, he has given the advertisement in Orissa. Then automatically 10 to 20 buyers came and whatever the machinery is that they have purchased. The land is split into the plots, PLOTS plots, and resell. On that day, whether you believe it or not, he got 2 crores profit. The same strategy banks will not implement. They don't have the time, they don't have that staff or that much skills, etc. Here is marketing efforts. The nil resolution and poor quality of resolution plans means okay, today everything is possible to sell. Wastage are very, very. Even wastages, we are using wastage, we are throwing wastages. Biomass plants are also there. From that, they are generating some electricity. Next, evaluation of resolution plans. So, the evaluation of resolution plans are not required for all the. First, if at all you are focusing on 29A, some of the resolution plans will be filtered. The remaining only we have to focus and we have to prepare the evaluation the evaluation matrix for those remaining only. Follow up the resolution applicants. Deep study is required. If at all you are hand over the company, the same company to the weak person, then the same problem will arise. So instead of that, you have to get the full information about the prospective resolution applicant. We are not always saying about the evaluation ranking. If at all one person got a 10 out of 10, it doesn't mean he will run the company in a better fashion. Even sometimes 10 out of 9 also, he will run the company in an efficient and effective manner. So think about in that manner that follow and a limited support from the financial creditors, etc. Sir, here they are the COC members. They are with you. They are with you and you are frequently interacting with them. And whenever you require any proposal, if you convince them, then things will happen in a different manner. But they will get the approval from their appropriate authority. So it is not a challenge. Once the management skills are there and the planning is there, definitely everything will be converted into positive manner. And fulfillment of regulatory guidelines. Sir, what some of the people, particularly IRP or RP, that so many regulations, boss, or if at all I am not fulfilling the compliance, then a huge amount of the penalties are happening. Sir, once you have timelines are there, next column to whom I have to inform. One more column you devise, and okay, particularly this has happened, whether this is to be informed to IBBI or NCLT, next 2 columns you develop. And this chart daily within your hands, on your table, and this activity completed, this compliance is completed. Fulfillment of regulatory IBBI, that is not accepted. But some of the people, they are delegated this one. Okay, if at all you are busy, delegate, no problem. But ensure that it is completed or not. Once it is completed, you strike it off from your this one after physically verifying that one. If at all they said, yes, sir, that is completed, means don't strike it off unless until you physically verify whether it is completed, ensure that is completed or not. And if at all he said that is completed, means later on, if not completed, then penalty will impose. Some of the things, particularly complaints also, I myself verified. It is simple, sir. Today, all are techno-savvy people uploading the file or communicating them with appropriate the website or login of your account. All these things. Suppose you take, for example, today you are attending for this class and you will get 3 hours of CEP example. And you take the download, you take the email received from and in the print mode and the PDF format and that mail date and the title of the course and go to that CIRP, log in your account IBPA and CEP hours and a new one, click that one, then automatically it will ask a different information and upload this PDF file. Then automatically your CEP hours will be created. If at all you have not uploaded, then later on, if you don't, the CEP hours are not they completed, then they will impose a penalty or they will ask the explanation. So instead of inviting, this is also max to max 2 minutes time. Here I need not write a paragraph or sentence and read thinking on all these things. Take a simple example. If this course CEP hours, 3 hours are there. Suppose the today also I already the email PDF is readily available. Once 5 o'clock is over, 5 to 5 2 within 2 minutes after 5, I will upload and complete that one. So I need not think about this one. Dispose. That is called the planning. That is called the time management. Because here so many events are there. The events are to be attended dot time or before time, not after time. That is called planning and time management. Here, CIRP is not one event. CIRP is multiple events are there. That too, this is not a technical jargon, not a complicated one, not a rocket science. It is a simple science. Being a professional, it is very easy for you. Ensure the renewal of various insurance of the company. Okay. Day one, you have conducted one meeting with a key managerial person. You ask the CFO. How many insurance policies are there for the company? Whether buildings or plant and machinery or any health insurance or whatever insurance policies are there. After the meeting is over, you please bring all are available at one particular folder or file. If at all you are neglected in that area, then later on, if that department is met with a fire accident and the stock is burned, you are held responsible. Whatever the insurance policies are there, bring them. Suppose take for example, the Factories Act, particularly Workmen Compensation Act, some policy is there. Example. The policy is you have reported today. After 1 week, the 1 week the policy is expired. After 2 weeks, the accident was happened. The workers are done dharna. The compensation to be paid. Then who is not insured? You are not insured. Because after reporting after 1 week, the accident was happened. But on the reporting day, if you interact with the CFO, how many insurance policies are there? How many are due? And on the top priority, that is to be done. Copyright, patent right, and particularly the NSC or BSc. This one is also whenever we are listing agreement, we have to file some amount. All these things are there. So the insurance renewal is your obligation. That is important. Pollution Control Board renewal. Some of the companies they are not doing the pollution. If the government penalty is there, then automatically the problem will arise to you. Instead of you ask the production department how many any renewals of the pollution control board is there. Then if at all that is there, you have to renew. Otherwise, then it will be a problem. Fulfilling the listing agreement, terms and conditions of a SIBI. Then you ask the CFO how many listing and whether the company shares are listing in the stock exchange or whether the listing agreement LOD or listing obligation disclosure requirement whether it is completed or not. Please ensure that a listing agreement terms and conditions are fulfilled by the CFO or not. All are to be verified. Then you strike it off in your this one. Otherwise, if a listing agreement, okay, listing agreement is not done, then they will impose a penalty. Then automatically the IRP is responsible. So whatever the renewals of insurance policies are there, pollution control board is there, listing agreement terms and conditions are fulfilled. Complete that one because you are the CEO of the company with the help of your supporting staff, with the help of different functionaries in the organization. You have to complete this one. Queries raised by media and responses. What is happening in here? Once the company is in doldrums or company is in problem and the company not paid to the operational creator or some people they always invite the media. There is no problem to address the media also. There is no problem. Sir, the company is not paid the amount. That's why the CIRP was happened. And now I am the liquidator or the interim resolution professional. And this is the process. This process is laid down by IBBA. And whatever the queries raised, that is answers are with you only. So if you are not raised the media, then they are writing in a different manner. Then it is a problem for you. It is very difficult to complete the total task and you have to address the unnecessary, the answers are to be addressed by you. Unnecessary queries are to be addressed by you. Okay, if at all media is there, invite the media. Some big companies, the workers or the employees or the operational creator, they will always inform to the media. Once the media is there, this is not a secret. This is, they don't ask when you are paying the amount or this one. This is a CIRP. This is a process. This is a national company law tribunal given. Till and threats and demands from the public. Sometimes threats. Sir, here also the communication plays a vital role. If at all earlier the company used to do some corporate social responsibility, now that may be stopped. Our company is releasing some pollutions. So here the communication is very, very important. Even though it is called calm period to IRP or RP, whatever the particular moratorium period is there, it is called as a calm period under section 14 of IBC. But challenges are there. But the challenges can be converted into your, they converted with the help of your skills and manage them effectively and efficiently. Manage them effectively and efficiently. For that, planning is required. Time management is required. If at all you have not gone, if at all you don't have the total process, then it will be a problem. You will be in dark. And therefore, it invites so many complications, so many challenges. That's why knowledge is power. Knowledge is a power. Knowledge along with the time management and planning gives good results particularly this type of a corporate insolvency resolution process. Corporate insolvency resolution process. Now, I will discuss about some concepts. What is management? Without management, planning is not possible. Without management, the time management is also not possible. Now I will discuss about management. What type of managerial skills that are required for the IRP or RP? Management is a process of planning, organizing the resources. You are the CEO of the company. You are the head of the company. Under your control, all functionary heads, like a production department, you have to control. Marketing department, you have to control. HR department, you have to control. Finance department, you have to control. Whatever the department heads are there, all are in your control. And the activities of the business. No, sir, I only know about the legal aspects. I don't know managerial experience means CIRP is a blending of the legal plus managerial skills. You should know about the IBC. You should know about the rules. You should know about the regulation. You should know about the judicial pronouncement. Beyond all these things, you should have the managerial skills. And achieve specific goals. What is your goal? Your goal is identify the prospective resolution applicant. Why? To safeguard the stakeholders. Who is the stakeholders? Financial creditor, operational creditor, employees, or the workmen, or the corporate debtor, or whatever that directly or indirectly connected to the company. All these people you have to safeguard. And the most effective and efficient manner. Sir, some of the people, they will complete within 90 days. Some of the people, even after that 330 days also, they are unable to. That's why effective and efficient. For effective and efficient, the time management and the planning is very much required. If at all I don't have the planning, if at all I don't have the management skills, or time management is not there, CIRP is not possible to complete within the time schedule in an effective and efficient manner. Efficiency is the management of completion the tasks correctly and minimal cost. Whether you are appointing the valuers, whether you are appointing the transaction audit, whether you are taking the services of the staff required, minimal cost. It doesn't mean the CIRP cost is not an exorbitant cost. Staff should not be wasted. Whatever the existing staff is there, that staff should not be wasted. Existing staff, you use them properly to avoid the unnecessary people. Appointment is also not acceptable. And effectiveness in management is a completion of process with the specific timelines. That's why I told about time management and planning. This type of particular, this one, normally nobody will handle, they tell about the, if at all at the time of this one, some of the people, they may astonish you. What is the time management? What is the planning, time management and planning that is required for us to complete the CIRP? Means some of the people may be astonished. Even the CIRP requires a time management and planning. Yes, 100%. Time management and planning, professional life as well as personal life also. To yield tangible results. Tangible results have to be yielded. What is the tangible results? To satisfy all the stakeholders. What is the tangible? The company should be continuously going concern. What is the tangible? This one, identify the prospective resolution applicant who is going to take the company in a better manner when compared to the earlier promoters to satisfy all the people in the system. That is the planning and time management. The purpose of INC. Sir, first of all, once you got the order, that's why in planning and time management, what are the activities to be done that is known to the IRP? Then only he develop the plan. Then only he will complete each and every event or activity. The purpose of a E-form INC 28, once you going to be reported to the company, registrar needs to be informed about the order of the court or tribunal or any other competent authority for which the company or liquidator to file E-form INC 28. Within ROC informing about the order which may take a form of approval or extension of time, condemnation, non-compliance. The first and foremost priority, once you take the order, they go to the PDF, the scanner and take the PDF, inform to INC, the ROC. Because the company is, the NCLT has appointed me as an IRP for the defaulted company. I'm acting as an interim resolution professional. And in the future, whatever the correspondence is there, I'm handling that correspondence. Whatever the signatures are there, my signatures, all are to be informed to the ROC through INC 28. Once the INC 28 form is approved by ROC, only the IRP, IP or IRP or RP or liquidator shall therefore be allowed to file any form on behalf of the company. Sir, management means managing the things, managing the activities, managing the process, and whatever the areas are there, you have to manage effectively and efficiently. For that, planning is required. Suppose tomorrow, today you are going to airport. For that, you have to manage. The planning is required. What is the planning? The airport is particularly the flight 1 hour before you should be in the airport. 2 hours before you should be in the airport, and security check and all these things. From your residence to airport, it is 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers driving normally take 1 hour, and some traffic jams are there. You take half an hour. Total 1.5 hours plus 2 hours, 3.5 hours ahead, you have to start. If at all that planning is not there, if at all I started 1 hour before, then by that time, once I reach the flight, the airport, the flight will take off. That's why here also, whatever the activities are there, in CIRP, it should be thorough. And each process, how much time it will take, why not prepone? Why not prepone? If at all possibility is there, prepone. Complete that task. Remove from that list. And a daily events list. What are the events to be completed today? For all subsequent filings, IP should choose the designation Chief Executive Officer. Whenever you are filing any application, the particularly INC, you have to mention you are the designated Chief Executive Officer for the purpose of filing e-forms in various e-forms. That is MCA General Circular 4 and 8 of 2020. You have to file. And this is a circular that is April 2020. They have issued on 17th to 2020. On the top portion, I have taken this one. And this is 8 2020. 6th March 2020, they have taken. and practical issues and challenges. To overcome the practical issues and challenges, the 10 commandments of management of CIRP or liquidation or pre-packed insolvency resolution process or individually insolvency resolution process, that is a personal guarantor to corporate debtor or bankruptcy, etc. You should have the entrepreneurship skills. Sir, I know only IBC code and the judicial pronouncements, rules and regulations, etc., thoroughly, sir. Even sections also, no. But you should have the entrepreneurship because you are going to handle the company. You have to going to organize the company affairs, and you have to control the manpower. You have to control the key manager person. You have to control the all the production department or HR department or marketing department or finance department, whatever the departments are there, because you are the Chief Executive Officer as per the MCA circular number 4 and 8 of 2030. So, should have the entrepreneurship. You should know the process. If at all textile industry or steel industry or petrochemical industry or the traders or whatever MSME unit, the pharma industry, you should know the process also. And the business process management. What are the various inputs? What are the outputs? Who is the suppliers? Who is the buyers? What is the prevailing rate? Sir, here up to 180 or extension of 90, 270 or another 30, 60, 330 days, you are the CEO of the company. With the support in place of a board, the COC is there to support you to function properly and a decision making. Sir, here the CIRP is not that much easy. But if you follow the management skills, you can overcome the practical issues and challenges. For that decision making, choosing the best among the alternatives. That is one of the important tool in the management. In the principles of management, a decision making process. Suppose you take for example, if at all the wrong claim is there, you have to take the decision. Why it is a wrong claim? What is the problem? Get the support from the CFO and take his concurrence and whatever the information that is required. If it is not fulfilled, take the decision of the CFO and return or accept. Only two binary decision, whether to accept or to reject. Suppose interim finance is required. Again, call the CFO. Boss, how much raw material I have to purchase? How much electricity bill? How much month end, the staff salary, wages, all these things. You give me the total statement. The total statement you verify and what is the source of fund? How much sales we are getting or how much revenue? If revenue is inadequate to meet the expenditure, how much interim finance I have to borrow? Where is the unencumbered securities? The decision making is the part of the day-to-day activities of the IRP or RP. Choosing the best among alternatives. Behavioral finance. Particularly now the company is defunct. Whether any investor will invest? No. But some financial institutions, they are ready to invest. Technology in CIRP. Sir, you should have the technology. Suppose you are appointed the authorized representative. And the authorized representative has to contact nearly 3,000 people, either debentures or bonds issues, all people are there. But individually, it is very difficult. For that, technology tool is available. And sometimes the financial creditors, so many are there. And in that case, video conference is required. How to disseminate the information to all the stakeholders timely and get the response. In case of resolution plan approval, that is also automatic. How many are yes, how many are no, how many are not participated. Instantly, that is to be. Once the meeting is over, the particular the report is also to be generated and send it to. I need not wait for 24 hours. Once the meeting is over, the PDF files to be sent to all the people that the various resolution passed at the meeting. Leadership. But the leadership quality should have, sir. You are the CEO of the company. Wherever required, you should be autocrat. Wherever required, democratic. Autocratic and democratic. The leader should have both the skills. To get the things, you should be democratic leadership qualities. If at all some harsh measures are there, autocratic. Otherwise, in the management, if at all both are not there, sometimes always democratic principles may not be acceptable by the organization. In such cases, the personality, the structure, the blazer, and whatever your personality also plays a vital role in executing the things. That is the management. If at all I am going to that particular company, even though I am the CEO or appointed by the NCLT, the court appointed person, if at all I am going in an ordinary manner, the people may not give the adequate attention to my words and other things. So that's why the personality, the leadership qualities. Suppose sometimes, if at all you ask some people, particularly CFO, that information to be provided to me today. Normally, CFO, sir, here no staff, sir, that old record, sir, old record instance is not available, sir, that no, boss. We have to search. We have to get the things. I have to report it to the COC. I have to communicate to the COC members, or the COC members raise this query. You have to provide. Otherwise, I have to inform I have to provide this information, sometimes adjudicating authority. So the leadership, beyond all these things, the lifeline of the organization is communication. I told about the communication. First communication ROC. The next communication should be bankers. You go to the bankers and stop that particular earlier people authority to withdraw the funds and replace with your signature and whatever the NCLT order is there. Then only things will happen. Communication is very important. I told about you that about the meeting to be organized to all the staff members. Otherwise, how they will know? You are the foreign body in that particular organization. If at all some person is coming with a briefcase and all these things, how they know whether you are IRP or RP or liquidator? They don't know. They don't know about that legal or they don't know about IBC, they don't know about CIRP. That's why you have to properly disseminate that information to them. I'm the IRP, that is called Insolvency Interim Resolution Professional, appointed by the National Company Law Tribunal. And this is the adjudicating authority, and the company is defaulted this much amount, and the company, the banks or financial institutions, they filed an application with the NCLT to oversee the affairs of the company. I was appointed, and this CIRP will run into 180 days. During this 180 days, and I require or solicit your support for smooth completion. And once the good person is approached to take over the company, we will hand over. Don't be worried. For this current month's salary will be paid subject to revenue generation, and the productivity should not be deteriorated. The productivity as if before CIRP, whatever the earlier the productivity, high productivity is that is to be continued. All these things in a better and local language, how to disseminate from the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, to the lower grader. All the people should assemble, and we have to disseminate that information. The communication is very important. Communication not only to the people, associations, unions, communication to the public, communication to the media, communication to the corporate debtors who are the promoters of the earlier, the promoters of the company. All people you have to handle properly. That is the glass handle with care. Negotiation. You should have the negotiation skills. If at all there is no negotiation skills, how you will handle? Whenever you are talking with the union leaders, whenever you are talking with the employees, negotiation skills are good. Even operational creditors also. No, sir, I have supplied the stock 1 year back, sir. Till date, no amount is paid by the company. They converted into finished goods and sold away. So many people, you have to handle negotiation skills. Pacify them, fool them. That type of skills are very much required. For that, you have to plan the activity, and dot time you have to complete all the activity. Personality is very. If at all you are going in an ordinary shoot or some the class, it won't give any impression. You should be tie with a blazer and all these things. Then only the people will give the respect to the designation. People in the organization will respect the designation, and you have to tell the future CEO, not future, the current CEO, because I have already reported at your company. The current CEO is mine only till 180 days or extension by the NCLT. Managing the people and the conflict. Managing the people is an art. Management is required. You should not be harsh. At the same time, you should not be smooth. Wherever it is required, the balanced approach is also very much required. So that's why here the conflicts should not arise. Why? Because once the conflicts are there, then the total system will completely damage. Glass handle with care. Glass handle with care. Otherwise, once it is broken, then people cooperation will lost, coordination will lost. Then you will be alone only. So that's why the practical issues are so many. So for this, 10 commandments are there. The 10 commandments are to be followed by the IRP or RP to manage the CIRP, to manage the liquidation, to manage the PPIRP, to manage the insolvency, individual insolvency resolution process, that is a corporate debtor to CD to the personal guarantor to corporate debtor, or in case of bankruptcy. Note all concepts which I am going to discuss. Best management practices. If you want to know where it is available. Know where it is available. Because whenever I am interacting with people, whenever I am viewing the scene or picture about the CIRP process by IRPs or RPs, or after reading the best management practices relates to CIRP liquidation, these were not defined anywhere. These are not defined. These skills are very much required for insolvency professionals in discharging his or her duties effectively and efficiently. Either it is in CIRP or liquidation or PPIRP or IRP or liquidation or voluntary liquidation or bankruptcy. For all these things, the managerial skills are required. Planning is required. Coordination is required. Decision making is required. Controlling is required. Organizing the people is required. And on following all these things in a time management manner, then you will be a successful IP. A successful IP should have these traits or qualities that are required. Manager skills. What are the manager skills for IRP or RP or liquidator or banks? First one is entrepreneurship skills. Sir, I don't have knowledge about the business, sir. I don't know about this one. I know about the legally. Once you appointed as the particular IRP for a going concern, COC will not run the company. You have to run the company. Whenever INC form is submitted to ROC, what you are submitting, you are the chief executive officer of the company. Sir, I don't have the entrepreneur skills, means that is required. That is no exemption. That is very much required. Entrepreneur is one of the resource economists categories, an integral part to production. The production should not be stopped. We are using going concern, going concern, going concern. Going concern means the production should not be hampered. The sales should not be hampered. The supply of raw material should not be hampered. The staff should not be stopped working. All are to be managed by none other than insolvency professional. Some of the people, particularly, they don't know. No, sir. I am expert in. I am the law expert, sir. I need not do all these things. Means no. That's why in developed countries, the insolvency professional, the profession is valuable and recognized, and particularly people will honor that particular post. He is an all-rounder. He is an all-rounder, a complete man. A complete man, a all-rounder. You should understand the production, you should understand the HR, you should understand the finance, you should understand the marketing. Means you are an all-rounder, a complete man. The other three being land, nature, labor, and organization. In the economics, factors of production is there. Land, labor, capital, organization, entrepreneurship. The entrepreneurship is one of the important. The entrepreneurship should have, the knowledge should have by the IP. Entrepreneur combines the first three of the manufactured goods to provide the services. They typically create a business plan. What is going to be going concern? Whatever industry is there, whatever infrastructure is there. Suppose infrastructure midway stopped on account of CIRP. You should not stop the construction of the road or a bridge or railway. We have to continue going concern. Once it is not a going concern, the value maximization will not arise. Once the industry is in a running condition, definitely the value will be maximized. If at all the industry is not in running condition, the value will be deteriorated. A business plan, okay, up to hand over this company to the prospective resolution applicant, the company should be continued in a commercial activity, not a loss activity. Once it is a loss activity, it is a deteriorated the net worth of the company. Hire the employees. It doesn't mean that all you should not handle. If at all some people are required, some people attrition is there, some people left the organization. But going concern, you have to hire the employees by taking the permission, the approval from the committee of creditors, by giving the suitable information. No, sir. Nobody is there. That's why I'm sitting idle means that is not correct. That is not the role of IP. Acquire resources. Whatever the resources. If at all any finance gap or marketing gap or production gap or any gap is there, you have to fill it up. Not only resources means not only the manpower, the raw material. I don't know, sir, where is purchasing? This is iron and steel company, sir. Where the inputs, you have to know the input, you have to know the process of iron and steel industry. If at all it is a textile, you should know where the cotton is purchased, or if at all it is a synthetic, all these things. Financing. Sir, this is a problematic company. That's why they are unable to pay. How to get the finance? Who will give the finance? That type of questions are not acceptable. In that case, if at all it is acceptable, why have they have introduced interim finance not exceeding 10% of the total claims, and you can give the asset, particularly unencumbered asset. Why they have they included all these sentences in the regulations? Financing. If a financing is not there, company will halt. I have to pay to the salaries, to the workers. If at all a shutdown is there, shutdown cost will be more. Unnecessarily, I have to pay the rent. And the wear and tear, particularly the machinery, the rust will happen. Rusting will happen. All problems will arise. So that's why I have to continue. That's why this is called going concern. Provide the leadership. That's why your leadership qualities are to be exhibited. If at all, wherever democratic, follow the democratic principles. Wherever autocratic, some people in the organization, some of the people are interested to work, some of the people not interested to work. If interested to work, democratic principle, the principle, if at all not interested, autocratic, this one. That's why in the management also, X theory, Y theory of school of thought is there. X theory people, they are not interested to work. Y theory people, they are interested to work. Or wherever the interested workers are there, I have to motivate, I have to groom properly and get the things from them. If at all the Y theory people are there, I have to show some harshness. Otherwise, the things will not happen. And these replications are the reflections will happen on other people who are working for the organization. Management for business. Sir, whatever the planning and the management, all these things, for what purpose, sir? Going concern purpose, business purpose. That is a business organization that is defaulted on account of non-payment made by the corporate creditor to the financial creditor or operational creditor. That company you are going to handle. Even IBC also they don't tell. So whatever the company is there, you sell it to others. They don't talk like that. That should be continuous going concern. That should be sell to the those who are capable of handling in future. That is the preamble of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Once it is a stop, production stop, GDP low, unemployment will increase, government taxes will not get like GST and other things, and economic problem will arise. To arrest that one, you have to manage the things effectively and efficiently by following the planning and time management. That is the important point to be noted by the particular insolvency resolution. With this, I'm concluding, sir. Still some more managerial skills and other things are there. If at all one more class is given, one more day is given, I will discuss. But up to this, whatever the 3 hours are there, I have given a brief about the planning and time management. In addition to that, some managerial skills are also required. What is the communication, how to take the decision making, all these things. But in PPT, I have mentioned all these things. If it is a self-explanatory, go through that one. And if at all the institute is the ICSI is permitting, one more class we will take it. Thank you very much for your kind and patience listening for the last 3 hours. Okay, sir? Okay, madam? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Shall we conclude, sir? Thank
No.
you very much, sir, for such a knowledgeable and insightful session. And thank you all the participants for patience hearing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It was an excellent session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Now I am closing, sir, madam.
Sure, sir.
Okay, sir.